All right, we were back with another Prize Picks video. I didn't know if I was going to get around to it, but ended up having some time and picked out some good college football plays, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to say that every time, just because we continue to grow. We've been, ripping out consistent videos, usually multiple videos a day. Today, this is the third video of the day. We talk NBA, we talked MLB with the World Series going on, and yeah, just continuing to grind out some content. So go ahead and leave the video a like, comment down below, and let's get into these picks. So this video will come out, late at night or early morning. So you'll see them in the morning before these games go. But I'll start off with the two games that start at 12 p.m. Eastern time where I am, and then get into the later slips a little bit later. But I'm going to start with C.J. Donaldson. I'm going to go over his rushing yards. I believe these are all overs that I'm going with, which is, a little bit more fun if you're going to watch these games. Let's go check them out on Outlier, just so we can visualize the data we're going over. All right, so going up against UCF, who is ranked 123rd in the country in terms of giving up rushing yards. They're giving up 196.3 rushing yards per game. He's been over in 5 of the 7 games so far this year. Obviously, these ones were pretty close, but the ones that we missed, they were also pretty close. It's a team that runs more often than not. They run 62% of the time. So just another little data point that we can go towards liking this bet even a little bit more. And he's the number one back on this team, getting 37.9% of the carries, almost doubling Garrett Green, the quarterback. So, when they want to run it, they do have a, kind of a run-heavy quarterback here, but he's definitely their number one back in terms of getting the ball to him. So I'm liking this. In terms of the spread, it's a plus 6.5, so it could go anyway. College football, very unpredictable sometimes. But if they do find themselves up in this game, I know they are, underdogs here. That would be even better if they are running the ball a little bit more. But in terms of their offense, they do favor the run. So it seems they probably have some success doing that. Seems like he gets it when they're up or when they're down, close games or blowouts. So kind of be able to do it in all sorts of situations. So I'm liking it Donaldson for the first pick, and that game's at 12. So just wanted to get that one out there early. Next up, we are going to go talk about Samuel Brown for Houston. We're going to go to his receiving yards at 60.5. We're going to go over for that as well. Let's get some visuals out here so we can see what he's done so far this year and his matchup, what it's looking like. So they got it at 58.5. Looks like we got it at 60.5 on Prize Picks. See if we can get the alt line in there. 59.5. We can get a little bit closer here, but he's gone over in 6 of the 7 games. This is a guy that you could also look at his teammate. Yeah, you could look at Manjack here as well. He's the third number 3 target in terms of this offense. I think I'm favoring Brown here, just because he's done it in a few more games this season, and I'm just favoring where his line's at. In terms of their matchup, they're going up against Kansas State, who's ranks 114, giving up 254.3 receiving yards per game. So definitely a lot of yards to be had. They're also underdogs in this one, so positive game script if they do end up keeping it close, and they're going for much needed touchdowns down the stretch. They'll be passing that ball around. So really liking Samuel Brown here. Again, you could look at Manjack as another guy that I liked. He's gone over in like 5 of 7 games. But again, number 3 target versus number 1. I'm going to favor the number 1 here in a game that might not be close, but if it is, I think they'll go to their main guy. So Samuel Brown is the number 2 here, or just the second play. I'm not ordering them in any specific order. But again, those games are at 12 o'clock, so just wanted to get them out quick. And then let's just go. I got a little quarterback receiver combo here, hoping for a touchdown for one of these guys. But I'm going to just go to Caleb Williams. Yeah, passing touchdowns. We're going to go over here. And then just to get his combo here, we're going to go to Rice, and we're going to go over his fantasy score. Won't be able to see fantasy score, but he's gone over that in 3 of the last 5 games. The other 2 games were decently close as well. But I think he has a good shot getting in the end zone against this team. But let's go check them out. Both overs for there. I'll bring them up separately. We'll start with Caleb. So overpassing touchdowns, you can see he has done it in 5 of the 8 games. I will say he has missed it in the past 3 games. But in terms of the game script here, they're minus 10.5 favorites, so they should be getting points on the board. They're also going up against a team that ranks 120th in terms of passing touchdowns against at 2.1 per game. So loving that as well. Obviously, Caleb Williams is a huge talent in this league. So I'm hoping he gets 3 or more, and we see a high-scoring game on this one. I wish I could pull up the game spread in terms of like how many points they are supposed to have in this one. If that's higher, if you want to look that up before putting this bet in, if you like it. If it's higher, obviously that's even better. Just more possibilities for getting points on the board. And then we're going to Rice as his target here, hoping he gets a touchdown, but he can also do some damage in the passing game. Let's go to Brandon Rice. You can see his touchdowns even just right here. Oops. Even just right here, minus 130. That's about the best you're going to get on PrizePicks. The opponent rank here is green for us at 110th. He's done it in 75% of the games this year, but let's just open up his page here. 6 of 8 games. He's got 2 in a few of these games. And again, just a team that this Cal team gives up a bunch of points. 4 touchdowns against, that doesn't mean passing touchdowns. That means like they're running it or whatever it might be. So a lot of touchdowns to be had against this team, and I'm liking the Rice and Williams combo for USC. Next up, let's go to Braden Smith. Pull up his 34.5 receiving yards. This game's not till 8 p.m., so you'll have a lot of time to get that one in. These games are at 4 p.m., so you'll have time to do that as well. Let's bring up Braden Smith. Looks like they got him at 30.5, so PrizePicks has bumped that a little bit. In terms of this year, he's gone over in 5 of 7 games. Did they have an outline for 33.5? But still, that's at minus 119, even with the bump. But gone over in 5 of 7 games, which we'd love to see. The games he missed were pretty close as well. So that's a plus right there. They are also, underdogs in a close spread, something that I really like to see. Again, if they're underdogs and it goes to game script, they should be slinging this ball, trying to get another touchdown or whatever it is in the fourth quarter if they're trailing. So Braden Smith is also going up against OKS. They are allowing 249.4 receiving yards allowed. That's 108th in terms of the entire country. So loving to see that. He's also the number 2 target here behind Henderson. He's also someone you could look at here if you're favoring, more. If you know more about this specific team, definitely look at him as well. But I'm going to favor Braden just because he's done it in a decent amount of these games. I think Henderson was like 3 of 7 games that he got over his line. So just seeing a little bit more value in Braden here. And yeah, just loving him. So that's the 5th pick. And then final pick, who we got? Oh yeah, we're going to go to Polk for Washington. Obviously a really, really good team. 66.5 receiving yards. I was going to look at his fantasy score. Definitely someone to look at there in terms of his fantasy score. But he does seem to do a lot of damage in the air. Let's pull him up. This is a team that, very, very good throwing offense. And they do blow teams out a lot, but they do it by, getting a lot of receptions, a lot of yards through the air. So receiving yards, we got it at minus 115 at that 68.5. We do have them at 66.5, so a little bit of a discount on PrizePicks. Looks like I can't pull that specific number up, but that's fine. Close enough here. Going up against a team that allows, the Stanford team allows 315 yards in the air. So loving to see that. That's literally almost probably, that might be the worst in the country, 132nd. There might be 133 teams. Again, like I said, Washington, huge favorites in this one, but Polk's been able to get this in games that have been absolute blowouts. This one's 41-7. This one was 59-32. Just 40, like just any game. Doesn't matter if they're huge favorites. I don't even know if they've lost a game yet. It looked like this Oregon game was really close, but he was able to get it there. He's definitely, one of their best targets here. I did look at Rome as well. I just favored Polk. He had done it in a few more games, and again, just finding a little bit more value on his line. So I'm favoring Polk here. Obviously, a lot of opportunity here for a lot of yards to be had in the air, and yeah, I'm liking him. So Polk is the last pick. So just do a little recap here. The two 12 o'clock games, the ones that you guys might want to get in if you're watching this video closer to game time. We got C.J. Donaldson over 57.5 rush yards, Samuel Brown over 60.5 receiving yards, and then a little combo here with Caleb Williams and Brendan Rice for USC. We're doing over 2.5 passing touchdowns for Caleb and 12.5 fantasy score for Brendan Rice, hoping he gets in the end zone as well. And then for our last two, we got Braden Smith for Cincinnati, over 34.5 receiving yards, and then Polk for Washington, 66.5 receiving yards. So that's going to do it for college football this week. I don't have a cheat sheet for any of those people, looking to buy that. I've been doing that the past few weeks. But with NBA going on, that's kind of my bread and butter, and it's definitely taken up a lot of my time. And yeah, so just couldn't get around to it this week. But get excited for football. I'm definitely going to rip out some NBA videos later in the day, so be ready for that as well. And MLB, we did good in our video picks today as well. So 2 more videos tomorrow. Get ready for NFL on Sunday. And yeah, that's going to do it. Hopefully we make some money tonight. Peace out.